okay for a grown man to eat a corn dog in public?
Absolutely.
Had a lot of adventures with this guy.
Yep.
Some of them nearly killed me. I nearly passed out.
I just like I say, I was the first non-cool kid that he's interviewing tonight.
Look, it's the GMC, and it's mostly together. SEMA's coming. We're almost there. We have a few days left. We're in really good shape on the build. I mean, it might not look like that because half the body's missing and there's wires hanging out the side of it like vomit and spaghetti, but we're doing really well. So well, in fact, that we're going to take the afternoon off and leave here to go to Alabama to go visit our friend Shawn Ellington, aka Murder Nova. He invited us out to a no prep elite. That's elite, not Kings anymore. He invited us to a no prep elite event in Steele, Alabama, which is the place that we've tested blasphemy at multiple times, including breaking the transmission in half. But we're not racing ourselves. We're going to go there, watch some really fast door cars, and try to interview as many drivers as we can to ask them the really important questions that I'm sure you guys have. Let's do this. Got here NPK in Steele, Alabama.
No prep elite. There you go.
Oh,
Look at that.
Right.
Elite.
I forgot.
I got a guy that corrects me all the time.
This
too.
is the best of the best. This is the elite
It's
now.
the best of the best of the best.
Better than the Kings.
No. This was, see, the whole MPK was just a warm up for the elite.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It
So
was to get us worn out, so that we could wear out all of our parts and wear out our brains and our minds and all that. And then the points were like, it doesn't really.
If your stress level wasn't enough through the regular season, boom, here you
That's
go.
right. That's right. Hey, I'm telling you right now, I've never been so stressed in my life. I laugh it off and I joke about it, but man, it's real. Like, I've lost a lot in my career the last 10 years or so, you know? Winning is way more stressful than losing.
This is a little more stressful than list racing.
Yes. Well,
is it?
Man, I don't know. List racing was pretty stressful too.
Like
but it was only
safer.
stressful that night.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the next week you get a chance to get it back.
Right.
This would be list race all season and then one final race to see where you determine you are for the rest of the year. You know what I mean? So
yeah, you have 2
like
races left, and you're 5 points out of first right now. I'd be stressed out.
After leading all season for the most part.
Crushing it all season. Holy crap!
We had a pretty decent lead.
I've had a lot of fun watching you guys.
Well, I appreciate that.
For real. And I have 10 questions for you.
10 questions.
Right, there's 12 on there.
We don't have. Oh, was there 12?
Match as many as you
We
want.
thought of these on the way here, and I'm not saying they're good questions, but there are questions.
Right on.
All right, and I'm not going to go in order because they might all be food related then.
We were hungry, could you tell?
Yeah.
First thing I want to know: light the boards or not light the boards?
I think that there's a time to light the boards, and I'm always for lighting the boards.
Okay.
I like it.
All
I like
right.
it. But I understand also the TV side of it and our TV people. I'm going to say they're not all sports people. They're not all drag racers.
none of them
In
are.
fact, most of ours are not. So I don't really know what it would do to that. I do like going to events where we turn the boards on, though.
I do too. As a fan sitting in the stands,
You want to see the numbers.
I want to know.
Absolutely.
I want to know
Hey,
why Homeboy won.
And I try to, I want to know if it was a whole shot.
Right.
I want to know who left first.
I wanna know who
like,
drive.
and it's not all about the ET for me. Man, I like to see big mile an hour.
Yep.
And I also like to see very, very low to the 60 foots.
Yeah. Me too. All right. Maybe one day we'll get that. Just ain't going to be today. That's fine.
Yeah. I'll tell you everything that I run today.
Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No. No. God, no.
Okay. All right. Moving on then. More serious stuff. Who here would you double bulb on purpose and have zero guilt about doing it?
Any of them.
All of them?
Yeah, no, it just depends, man. Hey, when we get in the
Screw 'em all.
cars, I don't have a buddy out here.
Okay.
Like, I like pretty much everybody. I don't dislike any of the people that are doing this, but when it comes down to it, man, I've told everybody all season long, guys, if you break on the starting line and I'm sitting in my car after the burnout, you got 2 minutes, buddy. 2 minutes.
I feel like that was
Like, I'm
directed
not-
at Scott Taylor.
I 100%, like, it's directed at all of them, man. Scott's a buddy now, though. We've turned that corner.
So as a fan from the internet, I can't tell if that was real or not. Scott's a buddy now.
No, Scott is a buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I like him.
Does Scott-
Hey, man, look,
does
you go
Scott
to
know that,
Australia,
or-
you go to Australia and you spend 2 weeks with somebody, or I'm sorry, 5 weeks with somebody, like what we did, and we all become buddies.
Okay, now I believe you.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Old school street or track? I'm pretty good at this track thing now. Just saying.
Man, dude, the street still makes me, it hits different.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I love the track because my whole family can come. And now, obviously, Aiden goes out in street races too, but at the time, he couldn't come to a lot of my races
In Mexico.
on the street. Yes.
Yes. So
There's still nothing like letting go of the button and a car that makes way too much power to have out on a public street at 3 o'clock in the morning, pitch black.
Yeah.
Is still something about
sketch
it.
factor is high.
That's right.
Got
That's
it. All right. So here's the question that prompted us to walk in your trailer. What's the quickest pass you've made in your NPK car, your NPE car? NPE? What is it now? NPE? Because you said a number outside. I'm like, are we talking numbers? What are we doing here?
We've been 201. Will that work?
In the 8th, 201?
208.
I'll take that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We've also been 919 to the 60 foot.
I'll take that too. I can work some math out in my head.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Even more serious. Is it okay for a grown man to eat a corn dog in public?
Absolutely. And you can even follow it up with a banana.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, well, now it's weird.
Why are you
Jeez.
so red, Mike?
I don't know, because banana got me all excited. What's the average cost per pass?
Phantom knows that to the dollar.
So pretty much,
You're in the Matrix now, filming each other.
let's say it's about everything included.
Yeah.
For a weekend of racing, it's $10,000 to race this car. Paying all the people
For a weekend.
all the fuel.
And how many licks do you make if you win the whole
7.
thing?
We'll make 7 passes if we go to the finals this weekend.
I'm gonna stick to mini trucks and drag boats. All right.
I mean, that's
I
fuel
don't
in the
think-
trucks, that's fuel in the car, that's paying all the guys, paying the tuner, oils,
Hotel, motels,
Tires.
counting the wear on the
Lot of
Tires,
the
yeah,
motor,
the
everything.
engine,
lot lizards, everything.
Yeah.
Got it.
whatever
No.
it takes.
That's an extra 40.
Yeah.
I'm not sure the whole drag boat thing is even much better than that.
I would trust
No.
me it is.
It's not.
Not much, but
No.
okay. Let's see. Who's the biggest whiner in NPE? They just said it was NPE.
Biggest whiner.
Yeah, who's the
Man,
biggest
we're
whiner?
all whiners, you know?
I mean, I know we're in election year, but that was pretty political there. Jeez. He's running for senator, this guy. Phantom
Yeah,
will
he's
tell
a
us.
people pleaser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Give us the truth. Come on, Phantom.
I'm trying to think. Honestly, man, most of the guys that are left here at MP, no prep elite, whatever, most of them just want to race. I'm trying to think.
All right, so it's somebody
Like
that's gone
everybody that loses has an excuse of to why they lost. I'm
Yeah.
not real sure that you would consider that whining. A lot of people call Kai Kelly a crier. A lot of people say that Jim Howe cries.
Yeah, I mean, Jim Howe,
Kai would say that Nate is a crier.
then. Okay. All right.
Nate would say that Kai is a crier.
Jim does always have something to say about the rules or someone's car, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if that necessarily makes him a crier.
No, I don't think so either. I
I'd
think
never
that the
say it to his
stuff
face
that
for sure.
yeah, he's a big dude. That I just get out of the car, and if we get outran, we get outran. They put a bigger tune-up in it than what we did. Like I try not to make excuses, but at the end of the day, we all, if something is wrong with the car or I broke something on the car, I'm going to say what happened.
And it's Phantom's fault. Got it. That's what I got from that.
That's right.
All right. Is it ever okay to put A1 steak sauce on your ribeye?
if it's terrible, which it's a ribeye anyway, so probably.
Shawn likes sirloins, though, just for reference.
Ketchup for real?
Over A1 for sure.
I love A1, and if the steak is terrible, I'll put A1 on it. But even if the steak is good, I'll still get A1 to put on my fries.
Ah, A1 on fries. Now that sounds
That's pretty good, actually.
You've never done that?
No, never
Like the
done that.
juice of the steak, because obviously a steak has to be medium rare.
There you go.
You know?
Good save.
Okay.
Unless you're Billy.
Unless you're Billy, he gets
Then he
well
shakes
done.
it- He shakes the
He
table
gets
when
it
he's
really, really close to beef jerky.
Oh, wow.
And then the juice from the steak plus A1 in your fries, it's money.
Trying that. All right.
Okay.
So you're changing the quarter panels on the OG. So big or small tire? Just
Small-
in general.
In general.
In general.
Well, obviously I'm better at big tires, I think, because that's what we do. But we really enjoy small tires, and we really enjoy radial racing. You wouldn't know that because we don't get a chance to do it very often.
been in 8
But
years.
we're gonna go soon.
I watched you radio race. I was at that event. The wheelie.
Oh yeah,
That was
it
good.
does.
That was good stuff.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
All right. Will you ever do Hot Rod Drag Week again?
Oh,
'Cause
man, I want
you
to
have
so
been
bad.
there before.
Yeah, it was utter failure.
I wasn't gonna say what happened. I was gonna say you've been there.
Just
I've
there.
been there. Well, I was only there one day. We didn't even
Most
get to
people
the
don't
drive
know.
part. We didn't even get to the drive part. We broke in testing.
I can't even talk smack because that's
Yeah.
yeah.
But absolutely,
there.
man, that's what we built the 55 for.
Oh,
The
for real?
55 will drive anywhere we need it to.
Dude. All right. We're gonna
And made 1,800.
1,800.
1,800 to the tires on E85.
Wow.
Pump gas E85. I'm going to throw that pump gas out there.
Really? So
Yeah.
what is that combo? What are we at, like
Twin 76,
76s
turbos.
made 1,800. Damn.
1,800 on a 427 LS.
Feature-headed 427.
Wow. Intercooled too, right?
Intercooled.
Okay.
Just one of the intercools on the intake.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's badass.
It was
Well, we would love to have you at a drag.
I
Drive.
would love to be
Yeah.
there.
One of these days.
Yes.
One of these days we'll get our 55s together.
Oh, dude. That would be cool. I didn't mind to run long enough to make that happen, I gotta be honest. Just currently down again.
You're pretty hard on yours.
Dude, I'm just not very good at it, I gotta be honest.
Banging gears is tough.
Oh, man, I wish it was that simple. I think it's just me. All right, last one. What is the difference between a no prep elite car and a pro mod?
I mean, basically wheelbase and steel roof and quarters.
So the
Other
wheelbase
than
is
that,
not
that-
stretched.
It's not.
Okay.
Now we are stock ish, plus or minus what, 3? Plus or minus 3 inches from whatever that thing came stock.
Okay. And no raising the quarter panels up for big tires
No.
and no chopping
We
them.
know there are people that do
Hey,
it.
look, have you seen Jeff Lutz's old car? Yes. Have you seen Kai's
yeah.
old car?
Nice cars.
Like I'll say all the cars that were bad. Who else's was
Gyms
really
are
bad?
raced up for sure.
They are.
Are
They
Okay.
are.
But the roof's not chopped and the nose isn't pinched. And
No.
They look more like
Which, you know, I mean,
muscle
which car are you
cars.
talking about? You talking about Jeff still? Because, yes.
Was it?
That thing is sectioned, it's narrowed, it's, yeah.
See, I
Yeah,
don't,
the
I don't know what a GTO is supposed to necessarily look like.
Not
so
that.
I didn't know. I
He
don't know. It's all
stepped- he
cheated
stepped
up.
beside one.
He sat beside one in Australia, and Jeff got out of the car and goes, hey, Gabe, move it on, move it on. I said, Jeff, don't let nobody take pictures of that car. But we came out, and I said, man, I thought that car was yours, Jeff. The only reason I could tell the difference is because that one's red and yours is yellow. But
It was
they don't look anything close. They don't look anything close to the
7/8
same.
scale.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
All right. Those are all the questions I have. And now we can go racing. Because you should be.
Look who's here.
You're making-
Hey, you gotta, hey, ask him some questions. Come here, Jeff. Jeff,
up?
I mean. hey, look, man. Look, you have no idea what's going on in here. Come over here. He's got a couple questions he wants to ask you.
Okay.
You got to get closer to me. What do you need?
We're
You need
making
anything?
YouTubes.
I was going to come talk to you, but this is not the right time. It's totally fine.
We can get out.
okay. No,
we
no.
were actually done.
Totally
Yeah,
fine.
no, we're done.
It's totally fine.
He's just going to ask you a couple of questions.
Okay, I'm listening.
How fast have you been in your car?
Ooh, yeah, I don't know.
I know I didn't tell him either. I told him a 60 foot and I told him a mile an hour. You could tell him your mile an
Which was
hour, which is
enough.
way more than ours.
That's enough.
Not way more. I got to remember, I have been 205. I've been 205.
You've been 212.
Which combo
Oh,
is that?
well, yeah, that's true. I was thinking
He's a
current
radio guy.
combination. So I
Yeah,
have
current-
been-
we're talking.
okay.
Me and
So
Phantom are talking current.
I can talk about
combination.
mile an hour stuff. Okay, I've been 205 in the screw.
Okay.
I've been 201 in the Pro Charger. I've been 212 in the
Fireball with
Fireball
turbos.
With turbos. at SGMP testing for NPK on a big tire.
Wow. I heard that
On a
story.
big tire.
I thought it was just a story from Dave, though. That really happened.
That really happened. And it did it like
You
3
trying to say
times in a row.
Dave doesn't tell the truth?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause it was pretty common for that thing to go 207 or 208. You know, like that was pretty common. But when it went 210, and then it went 211, and then it went 212. So back then, I didn't really know anything about. It wasn't as critical, and I don't think you did either. We weren't checking weather all the time because you had the O2 on.
And
And
well,
it was
plus
turbo
you had a
deal, so
turbo
they-
car.
Yeah.
Plus you had a turbo car.
And
The
I'm
weather
sure
don't
what
mean
happened
nothing.
Is the weather was probably really good those
Yeah,
days, and it got some extra mile an hour.
Well, yeah, SGMP.
Well, and we were experimenting with the lockups. We were locking it up sooner there, you know, and I was creeping on the lockup.
That's
and
why
it was
we
going
only went
faster.
202.
Yeah, for sure. We had the lockup on it.
That's insane.
Definitely did.
That is hauling ass.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How are you? What have you been up to?
Work. That's about it. But today I had a day off.
He got a day off, so he's gonna come stand behind our cars and see what
cool.
see what it looks like.
I like it. It'll be fun.
I'm
Sure.
excited, man. Never seen these cars run other than driving in and out of PRI.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
I'm excited.
Yeah, if you haven't got to experience it, especially some of the screw cars and the Pro Charge cars and things like that on the two-step at the line, being 10 foot away from him, I don't think
I
it's
brought
like
my
nothing
earplugs.
else. You probably need that. It'll help. It'll help.
I don't wear them. I
Or
just
you'll be going, huh? All day, all
Yeah.
week, all week next week.
you gotta make sure you do this.
And the airplane.
These are real important right here when a blower when anything with zoomies comes
your
by. You
hat
gotta
on.
hold your
Put your
hat.
hat on.
You don't be that guy
Don't
that
be that
loses
guy.
their hats.
Yeah.
It's a rookie.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody.
It is. It's a rookie mistake for sure, and then everybody laughs at you. You know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure.
But you got hair, though, so it's not so bad.
Yeah. This is true.
You ever seen the Freddy Cougars?
I have not seen a person. I've seen it. I like those.
Phantom's a shoe guy.
Those are cool.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Hey, I saw earlier today somebody. I get these special drops.
Yeah.
Like I
on the
subscribed
sneakers
to.
app or whatever?
Deadpool's.
Really?
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty cool.
You got some more questions for Ryan there.
What else you got?
You got time?
I got a couple minutes.
Couple minutes. Go.
Okay. Light the boards or not light the boards?
I just said something earlier today. I said, can turn them on. Who cares?
And my
Everybody's
answer.
turning them on.
As a spectator, I want
I'm
to
not.
see it.
I'm not saying. I think the spectators would like it. I do think that it almost would spark something back into what we're doing.
Yep.
They would go, oh, hey, we haven't gone when they've lit the boards before. Let's see what these cars actually run.
I don't think people realize how fast our cars are, though. Like I told him, I said, this first pass, we're gonna go out there and we're gonna go a nice little A to B,
Yep.
and then after that, we're gonna get after it.
See, and I got all excited. I'm like, wait. You
He
just
goes,
said
whoa,
a number.
whoa, you said a number, man. Can I film you? And I went, oh no. And then he goes, how fast have you been? I went, ooh.
Yeah, man, can't ask me that either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Light the boards. I like the light the boards thing for a change, but also it could go either way because also if there's 30 in a normal situation, there's 32 cars here.
Yep.
16 could go. Well, I can't do that. Why am I? I'm not going to come back next week because I can't run what that guy runs.
Then they're gonna put a 275 on it and race Pro 275,
Or work harder.
which is the same thing, just in that organization. They
People
can't.
get
They
upset
can't
when
run.
you say that.
Or what?
People get upset when we say that. People are not going to get upset when you say that.
What did he say?
Or they can work harder.
Ryan,
how I feel
look,
inside.
Ryan told me that 2 years ago.
It worked, right?
He told me I needed to work on my program.
And it worked. And you worked.
We worked on our program.
Yeah.
Yeah, now look.
Certain people will be like, "Yep, I'm gonna do that," and other people will get.
Other
butthurt
people
and
get
go
upset, and they're the crybabies.
home. They are the crybears. Oh yeah, next
Yeah, ask
question.
him that one. Ask him that one.
Who is the biggest whiner on the property today?
Today,
Yeah.
what'd you say?
You ever seen all them political movies?
Yeah.
Master.
I was
over here.
okay.
Master.
Were you politically?
I-
He was
a little bit.
kissing babies that weren't even here. It
No,
was
look, I
incredible.
said,
Look.
I don't know that any of them are
He's giving
crybabies.
us Kamal answers. I wanted Donald Trump
you
answers.
want to go on Trump answers?
Let's get real.
Man, today the only info I had to go off of is what the conversation we had behind my car, and that would tell you that it was.
Jim Howe.
Oh, there
That
we
would tell
go.
you it
See,
was
that's
Jim
how
Howe.
Ryan gets away with not saying anything.
I didn't say it.
He's Mr. Clean. Oh, Mr. Clean. He knew what I was talking about. Though. He knew what I was talking about. But I said that too. I said,
but I hate to go, hey man, Jim Howe's a crybaby, because I don't know, always think that.
well, I don't.
But
I don't
you said
consider what he
today-
did.
Today.
I don't
Yeah.
consider what he did as crying. I say a lot of people say Kai Kelly's. They call him Cry
Call
Kelly
him
for a
Cry
reason.
Kelly.
I don't believe that what he does is crying. I don't consider it crying. Like everybody says that Nate always has an excuse, the reason that he loses. I don't consider that crying. That is an excuse for you losing. If I normally just say, look, man, I just got outran.
Yeah,
but if something
I think
breaks,
crying is going, the rules aren't fair. Look, Swanstrom has done it. Corey Swanstrom has done it. Corey, if he's sitting right here, he's my friend, but I'm just saying, he has been the most compelled to talk the most about the rules and just go crazy on the internet about how him and Jim both about how the Pro Charger is unfair. They get an unfair advantage. Blah 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 blah. In my opinion, that's a version of crying. Right? You're upset because the rules aren't fair. They're not in your favor.
Yeah.
You need the rules in your favor, so you want to try to get them in your favor. So there's a lot of different versions, and it sucks. Like when these guys are new, when we started this, when he started doing Street Outlaw stuff way back in the day, and then I came along and blah, blah, blah. Well, there's different versions of crying. The new guys come in, and everything's not fair to them. So they're the first guys
it's
to
because
say,
we're
"I'm
originals,
not
and we get special treatment,
Yeah.
and which, hey, man, whatever.
I mean,
We ain't saying we don't.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
look, like there's got to be something for. I've been in MPK since day one. You've been doing the street outlaw stuff since day one, and those things are what's got us to where we are here today. Man, I mean, that's got.
we've earned a little bit of special treatment, We've earned a little bit of it.
You get a free corn dog.
I what?
You get a free corn dog.
Hey, I'll take that corn dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will.
By the way, is it ever okay for a grown man to eat a corn dog in public?
Probably done that before.
Yeah, I said I'll follow it up with a banana.
I mean, Shawn will give you some extracurricular stuff on it. I won't do that. I'm going to eat it as proper as I can, just so we're on the same page, like holding the stick and stuff like that. Shawn will he'll kind of tease himself with it.
Tease himself.
Yeah. You can take that
Does he
corn
ever
dog.
tear up eating a corn
I
dog?
don't think he would tear up if he did. The question is, are we talking about a foot long or a regular one? That's the question.
Yeah.
Okay. Average cost per pass to come and compete here.
I mean, it's got to be probably $3,000, probably.
We said 10 grand a weekend.
Yeah. I mean, if you really got down to the nitty gritty of wear out items, those 25 passes that change the rods and pistons,
And Pro Charger
and fuel,
everything.
and tires.
By the time you pay your guys,
it's got to be, man. It's got to be a. What'd you say the weekend was?
10.
Probably more than that, but that might be on the light side. I bet that window's at least 10 to 20, which goes into $3,000 a pass, probably.
Yeah.
Has
Yeah,
this?
we were talking on the way here. If you took your total allocation for the year, divided that by the number of passes you actually made, what would that cost?
Yeah. Enough that everybody would go, ugh.
Yeah.
We'd probably go, why are we doing this?
Well, right now we're at 97 passes this year.
Has
We
it-
know because we just tore up that motor.
That next question: has it gotten out of hand?
I mean, everybody's kind of keeping up.
I think that the street stuff did.
the street stuff got out of hand.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's
Did it?
probably why we stepped away, man.
Speed-wise,
it's too much.
or
It's a lot.
Money wise, or
Uh,
both?
I don't think
Money wise
did.
is this is way more expensive than racing on the street.
The street stuff is if for our cubic dollar to what we put in our pocket, the street stuff's way better.
Okay.
150%.
So much
We all
better.
like this.
Yeah.
And we all get sucked into this,
Yeah.
but it is by far way more expensive of a thing to do than the street stuff is.
Yeah.
If we're money conscious, we're gonna go and we have a choice. We don't right now, but if we had a choice, we go street racing for a couple weeks, put our money in our pocket, and spend the least amount of money as we could on our cars.
Yeah.
Because you don't push them to the envelope. You use 50% of the power that they actually make.
Right.
Let's just
You
be
don't have
honest,
a
man.
merch
That's the
trailer
reason.
and a crew and
Yeah. I mean, but to be honest, that's the reason that I set out. I didn't start MPK when they first started it. I didn't have a competitive car.
Right.
I knew I didn't.
Yeah.
Ours was still street-based stuff. And obviously, even whenever I tried to do it, I didn't have a car that could compete.
I won't say was it better back then when it was the street-based cars. It was obviously different, but do you miss the very beginning before? Well, let's be honest. Before everybody had a Proline motor.
You know how it is. I had a Proline motor then.
Really? First time you came?
I was the first
the
person
first
to
one
ever
ever.
have a Proline
Oh, I
motor.
did not know that.
My car came with one. When I showed up, it had one in it already, but he already had a big block Chevy Proline piece in his that he raced for a good season or so.
Of course, I nickled and dimed them out of it. I took him a box of parts and said, "Man, could you make something out of that?" And
Why wouldn't you?
Dillard did. So,
All right, one more. I think I have one more.
but yes, you can never put the cat back in the bag, though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Obviously, if we knew what
like
we
to
knew
think that we
now,
can.
well, if we knew
I
what
don't
we
know
knew
what we-
now,
Yeah.
then people would cry about it because we would
Oh,
have all the nicest stuff. Back then, we didn't have the nicest stuff.
Yeah.
We had to
let's
make
be
it work. We
realistically,
weren't that
It
smart.
was a tier of what you could afford at the time.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
like as more shows go on, and we were able to make more money, and they were able to pay us to do more shows, and we were able to go do appearances, and we're selling merch, and we're like, so everything goes like this.
Yeah.
Well, the parts in the cars go like that, right?
Yeah.
And before you know it, you got.
I don't know that there's a tier above where we're at right now.
There's not right now.
Because literally, like you said, what's the difference between these cars and Pro Mods? We could take these
They look
combinations and everything out of this and put them in a Pro Mod and go and compete.
They look
Oh,
cool.
Right.
dude.
I
I'm
like that.
Like, I'm a Wes Buck fan, but every time he makes a post, I don't say it all the time, but I'm tempted to go, you know, if you just made them look like cars again, you'd have me as
Why
a
don't you
fan.
say it?
I have, but I think he's tired of me hearing it. You know, saying it. Because they just, I don't want to say they're ugly.
They're ugly.
They're ugly.
No, they're ugly.
They're just,
Some of them,
damn,
look good.
they
It's
don't
like-
know. You
it's like
change,
they
you change
all-
Some
this.
of them just look better than the others.
You
Yeah,
just
but they're
change
all
the sticker
ugly.
on the front of the car, and they all
They
kinda
all
the same.
look like
Yeah.
a bridge. They're bridging the gap between a door car and a funny car,
Yeah.
and they're somewhere in the middle.
Right.
So like they all feel like they should have screws sticking out of the top and all this, you know, and they don't all, you know. So it's just
Yep.
this is appealing because we can pull our cars up in the burnout box, and if you wanted, say, 6th-gen Camaro, my gray car, you can pull another one right up next to it.
And
body
they
dimension-wise,
still look pretty
Yeah,
damn
they're the
close.
same,
I
you
do
know?
like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I like watching Pro Mod, but
Yeah.
man, they'd be a lot cooler if you stuck a stock dimension body on them.
Absolutely.
Way
That's what
cooler.
we did.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we got there.
Yep.
Yeah.
But you peel that steel roof and quarter off that car,
Yeah.
and then set it next to a Pro Mod. Unless you check the wheelbase, you ain't gonna know the difference.
Yeah, it's a little bit wider, probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
With some cars it is, some cars not.
Yours is for sure.
Mine is, yeah.
Well, I feel like I've held you all up enough. Don't you race in 30
Yeah.
minutes?
We don't
We're
race. We
drivers
go up
meeting
for a
in
driver's
3
meeting.
Drivers meeting?
Yeah.
Let's go watch that.
Yeah.
All right.
What do you think about that?
For a long time.
That was awesome. What you think of that?
Dude. Not quite as loud as a funny car, but pretty damn close. Oh my god. I've been at any trail races. They don't usually let you stand there directly in the path of the zoomies. That was bananas. Oh my god.
So you want to get a real perspective of it. The next one, stand behind him.
Yeah, I'd
From the
rather
side.
be behind the car.
When you stand behind it, watch how fast it goes away from you.
Yeah, that. I think I've stood in the path of danger. Now we'll go behind the danger. That was wild. Who's up next?
supposed to be a soft one?
Huh?
That was supposed to be a soft one?
Look good.
So I said that was supposed to be a soft hit? Holy cow.
Wow, that didn't look soft to me. That looked pretty gnarly. God, it like shakes my brain. Damn, those cars are fast.
You whopped him.
And I lost. All right, everybody, we just watched, what would we call that? Round one of testing, basically?
Man, it's what they call grudge testing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
So all Friday night, everybody will get the test except for there's 4 people that have to race off. So it's 2 and 2. So 2 and 3 are tied.
Okay.
And 15 and 16 are tied. So they'll go out tonight on their 3rd or 4th hit and race. So
do they get to decide when they're racing?
I think so. It's pretty relaxed.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not like it was last year. It's
Okay.
a totally different format. Top
Okay.
16. It's kind of chill. So it's pretty cool.
Okay. Well,
So
let me
that's
back up
like-
a minute here. If you're a fan of Roadkill or Hot Rod Drag Week, you already know who this guy is. Jeff Lutz,
Yep.
who I've known for many, many years.
Long time.
Had a lot of adventures with this guy.
Yep.
Some of them nearly killed me.
Come on now.
I nearly passed out of carbon monoxide poisoning in your 57 Chevy in Drag Week 2014, 15? I don't know. It was the one where we were in it all night in the rain,
I remember.
broken lifters,
God.
it was, and the
Man.
whole time exhaustly. So like my lips were tingly.
Do you remember the video you did? You showed
Yes,
your face. Your
yes.
eyes were just beat red.
Yeah, I looked.
Whatever the color of your hat.
Yeah, that's how I felt. That's how I looked. But we survived it.
We did.
And then we went on to do stuff
Man.
5 leaf blowers in a
Yeah,
Monza.
still have it.
You got a record at where were we?
Standing mile.
Maxton? No. It's no longer there.
It's not?
No.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
they don't do it anymore there.
Okay.
Wherever you and I went, you got
Yep.
a record, and I got yelled at by
It was in
Keith Hurd.
Ohio. Oh yeah, you got yelled at
I got
a
yelled
lot.
by Keith.
You got yelled at.
They don't do
That's
that
nothing
anymore.
new.
It's not our fault, but they don't do it anymore.
Yep.
But you have clearly done even more since then.
I have done a lot
Street
more since then.
Outlaws.
Yeah.
You actually came back to Drag and Drive this year.
I have. I
Was
did.
sick?
It was cool. We might do it again. I don't know.
I hope you do.
I told Tom I went ahead and registered.
I'm going.
I went ahead and registered. Perfect. So if my schedule allows, we're gonna come.
Dude,
So
that
and
would
I
be
you know I love Tom. I like to support what he's doing,
He's a good
and it's
dude.
great. Drag and Drive community from when you and I started doing
Yeah.
it to now is this.
It's wild how
Oh
many events
my.
there are.
Oh, there's families that do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
amazing.
it's awesome to see,
really is.
and to know that we were in the opening seasons, all that was pretty cool. you
Yeah.
know. It was cool. It was really cool.
And for those of you that are wondering, he still has the Monza.
I do.
Yeah.
Still got 5 loop
Still
loads.
got
in it.
5 leaf. I think it needs 6.
I don't know if they
personally.
run or not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
We didn't use the good gas.
You
so
guys,
I
you
love
guys
them, though.
borrowed it for Boost Caboose,
Yep.
and the way you guys sent it back is the way it's sitting in the trailer still.
So it's all screwed up.
So we're supposed to. Remember we were going to shoot
We were
something
gonna do
last
it.
spring with it,
we were gonna do it.
and whatever you guys sent is still at the shop. So
Oh yeah, we sent more.
electric something.
We were gonna electric supercharge it and leaf blower.
Yes. So everything's still there. So that'd be cool. One of these
I
days.
still want to do that.
I think we should.
All right. Well, we came here with a purpose.
All
We
right.
had a goal, and that was to ask as many drivers as we could here 10 questions
Okay.
for the YouTube fans. These are very important questions.
Yep.
We'll start with probably the most important one. Is it okay for a grown man to eat a corn dog in public?
No.
No. Got it. All
I'll go
right.
with a hard no on that one.
Light the boards or not light the boards?
Don't matter to me.
Okay. That sounds like he wants the boards lit.
I told you what I ran right now. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Nice.
I'm not afraid of anybody.
Okay, cool. If you were to double bulb anyone on the property on purpose, who would you do it to, and who would you not feel guilty about doing it to?
I'll be honest with you. There's nobody here that I would do that to.
Okay.
There used to be, but not anymore. So we'll just let the imaginations run wild there.
Who is the used to be?
I can't tell you.
Damn.
You'll have to figure that one out. Imagine that. He didn't make the top 16.
I know, right?
Single tear rolling
Oh.
down my face.
Oh.
All right. Now
right.
Mike knows.
I know who it is. Okay. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Street or track?
Both. I'd rather the track, but I love the street as well.
What's the quickest pass you have made in your NPK car?
I went 378 at 204
Is that this car or the GTO?
GTO. This car is still not faster than the GTO.
Okay, all right. What is the average cost per pass? for a
$800 a
weekend?
pass.
Okay.
We figured it out.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
not bad at all.
It's $800 a run.
I mean, that's a lot of money, let's be clear.
And no, hey,
But I can imagine worse.
no, there's way worse.
Wow.
Like Clay's, I mean, that's $4,000 a run. Yeah.
Really?
Stupid. Oh yeah, it's crazy.
All right, difference between a NPK car and a Pro Mod?
Not much.
Not much.
Steel roof, steel quarters.
Okay.
That's
but other
the
than that,
difference.
like,
There, we got
is
we
the
got-
wheelbase pretty close to a Mustang?
The wheelbase is stock.
Okay.
Stock quarter panel.
Right.
They give us a couple guideline rules, like you can stretch the front
Okay.
2 inches more than stock,
Okay.
but not more than 3 from the center of wheel. There's some crazy stuff in there,
Right.
but it's cool. I mean, this is
But it's
this
not
is
chopped or
no,
pinched or...
this is dropped in glass. This is, I mean, it says Ford on the front. You could take these out and put real glass in.
I love that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I love that.
I'm in a Mustang, by the way, if you haven't noticed.
I did notice,
Yeah.
which is totally
It's
weird.
a little weird.
In fact,
Weird.
when you were in it for the first few races, I didn't know it was you.
I know, a lot of these people don't know it's me yet.
Yeah, I was like, and then finally someone's like, no, that's Lutz. I'm like, Lutz doesn't drive a Mustang.
No,
Come on.
yeah. So,
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
And-
I'm just
and
used to you.
I can blame Sick Week for that,
Oh.
because I tore up all my motors for the GTO.
yeah, yeah.
Same motor comes out of Mad Max, goes into GTO. Well, I tore 3 of them up. beyond almost fixable. And this was for sale, and I had to go to work.
Makes a lot of sense.
Why we got a Mustang?
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense. All right, a few more. Nitrous turbos or supercharger?
Turbos.
Okay. Who's the biggest whiner in NPK?
Wow.
Just slid that right in
Wow. Biggest whiner. Jeff, who's the biggest whiner in NPK? Oh, man.
Come on now.
Oh, man. You know? Hey,
there. I can't see Jeffrey.
I know who will say it. Let's say Kai Kelly. He's a good friend of mine, but he complains a lot, maybe. I don't know. That's what they say.
Maybe.
I never hear him complain.
I didn't say it.
But
I just asked the question.
Well, we'll give him the chance to answer who is the biggest dryer on the property.
Okay.
nobody really complains too
I'm glad
much.
to hear that.
Yeah. I mean, it's shut up and race.
Shut up and race.
Thank you.
And the very last question, probably the most important question.
Brief.
Will you come back to Drag Week?
Absolutely.
All right.
I tried this year. I told you.
Yeah.
We were in Vegas.
We talked.
I couldn't
Yeah.
get from Vegas to Michigan to where Columbus.
Yeah.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
that would have been a lot.
car was ready, locked and loaded. I just couldn't make it happen. So yes, we will be back at Drag Week.
All right.
Yes, we'll probably take you for a ride, get you sick or something.
Yeah, why
But you got to take me for a ride in the 55.
I would have switched.
Perfect.
My
You take
ideal-
it for one leg, I'll take yours for one leg.
My ideal drag week is actually, and it never happens, to leave the track at a reasonable hour and actually cruise with other people. Yeah. It's just, I can't seem to make it happen.
Never happened.
Literally.
When I did Sick Week, everybody thought that 6 whatever it was I ran on the first day was fast. I stayed till they shut the lights out to try to go faster. And we couldn't figure it out. We finally, at the end of Drag Week or Sick Week, when we took it to the fuel tech, we found some it's 65 pounds of boost when the injectors shut off.
Oh, that's bad.
That's not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
We did that 3 times.
Oh.
Yeah, broke a timing belt, brand new set of rods, ruined 2 sets of heads. It was a tough deal. But you know, the drag and drive deal, as you know, is not for the faint at heart.
No.
You know, you either dig in or you're going home.
You gotta be real dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it's fun,
Oh, it's fun.
but
Hey, I would have never met you.
Well, he did try to.
that's right.
You know that?
Yeah.
Think about that.
Without that,
I mean, that's crazy.
it's Freiberger's fault. If he hadn't hired me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have met you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I'm thankful for it.
Me too.
Yeah,
So
it's been a long time.
what's the skinny on the new 57?
New 57, I'll be honest with you, I built it for the street show. If the street show don't come back, the first 400 grand will take it. I don't need it. And it's a race car now because there's no water in it,
Right.
no radiator. You know,
Yeah,
I built it strictly for...
You tested it at Beach Bend, right?
I did. It run really good. I mean, it went 4.0 something third hit. I mean, it's
Nice.
fast,
Wow.
but it's not this fast. And everybody's like, oh my God, you got to bring it back to MPK. That was 4 years ago. They're 4/10 faster now.
Yeah.
So, you know, back then I could compete. I won one here and there, but not now. I mean, not as fast as these guys.
That begs the question: has this gotten out of hand?
It's way out of hand.
Is it possible to put it back in the box, or is it too late?
I think, you know, you got companies like Proline that streamlined this deal. Pro-charged Hemi is the way to go. You look in the pits. I mean, they're all pro-charged Hemis except for 3 blower cars.
Right.
So, and most of them are Proline. It's a great motor. I don't know if you ever worked on one of these.
No.
It's like on zippers. I mean,
Can't change the oil on one of these.
there's 2 gaskets on the motor, and they're both head gaskets. That's it. No Permatex, no nothing. It's all O-ring. It's amazing. I even said to Dillard, I called him. I said, "It's amazing what you've done with it. It is." I wish I would have switched to something like that a long time ago, but getting a water block and something like that's pretty tough.
Yeah.
You know, I know Steve Morris made one, but I've never seen.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So in the GTO, what was it a Proline in the GTO?
No, it's a big block
That's
Chevy.
a big block Chevy.
That's an
So
old
is this
trick
your
pro
first
block.
Proline?
That was a 4A4.
This is a Proline Hemi, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the GTO was a 4A4 bore space big
Right,
block
that's
Chevy.
what I say, because I always wanted you to run a big block Chevy.
Yeah, and I still do. I West Side Machine has them right now, and finally we're getting parts to get them all back together, and hopefully we can do Sick Week or Drag Week.
I think that's a great combo for a Dragon.
It is. It is. I mean, it's a very happy motor as long as the injectors and stuff are still firing.
Yeah.
It's fast.
Yeah.
I've set world records with it. I mean, that thing's been in the quarter mile's been 578 at 254. Big block Chevy.
Yeah, and your drag and drive, like the all-time record for lowest average,
Still have it.
was that motor.
Yeah.
Not a conventional, but
Big Chief.
a standard bore space, big block Chevy with big Chief heads on it.
Yep.
Not a billet, gnarly.
There was nothing billet on it.
Yeah.
It's all cast. We dump the water out when we race it, put the water in when we go back out on the street. So, and we were the first ones to do the 24 injector, 8 on gas, the rest on alcohol. It was cool. I like doing it. I had some fun.
It's fun.
And hopefully we can go. When I did Sick Week this past year, on the 3rd day, I'm like, why am I doing this? I'm chasing my own record. You know? Like, what am I doing? I'm looking around and I seen the Booger Rocket and all that stuff, and they're on small tires, and now they cater to small tires. It's just crazy.
I often wonder what guys like you at that level are thinking, on a day 3 or even a day 1 when pistons are out of the motor or whatever. Because there's levels to all of this, and the faster you go, the harder it is, the more expensive it is, obviously.
Absolutely.
And I always wonder where the competitive fire to continue doing something like that is.
If Wednesday, I think we went fast enough to keep going, to stay in the lead Wednesday or Thursday at Georgia.
Yep.
And it did it again. It tore a brand new set of heads up, and it kept popping right before the light, and it would bend rods and just, and Jeffrey goes, we're good. I'm like, no, we're not. I said, I'm out of parts.
Yeah.
And everybody called and messaged me, said, hey man, we'll weld them up, do this, stay up all night, we'll get you to Florida, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, but did we fix it?
Yeah.
He goes, we don't know.
It might do it again.
So I was like, I'm going to bed. I climbed in Rick Gearbender's motorhome and went to bed.
Yeah.
I was done.
Yeah.
So, and
well, you hadn't slept for the first 3 days. Basically.
Yeah, it was tough.
It catches up with you.
Going into it, I said, the easy part is going fast. The drive part is going to be the tough one. Totally the other way. We drove, ran it out of gas, just kept going, but it was a tough deal. So, but hey, we love it.
That's how it's been for me. The drive is the easy part.
It is.
I seem to struggle.
Shank it going fast.
I can do it once. Again and again.
Yeah.
Oh,
I usually do it Monday morning.
Yeah.
Then I'm screwed for the rest of the week.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see. I'm excited to do it again.
I'm excited to see you back. And
so you're going to do Sick Week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll
Well, I'm registered. I just don't know if I'll be able to make it. So
I understand.
if we can make it, I'll make it.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I hope to see you there.
All right, my friend. Thank you, man. It was good seeing you guys.
Thank you for your time.
Good luck.
See you.
Chris, there we go. Yes, yes. He called me by my real name. Yes, there's hope yet.
Was it busted?
Busted, boosted, booster, booster seat, you name it.
What is
whatever.
it on Yellow Bullet? It's boosted.
Yeah, it's I think it's boosted GT on Yellow Bullet. Yeah.
Okay.
It's my normal one. Yeah.
Because that would be my first introduction to you. Like.
Oh man,
long
Yellow Bullet.
time
Now we're
ago.
talking like 2006,
Yeah.
5.
Where the weak are killed and eaten.
Yes.
Y'all like just got
Yeah.
your driver's license back then?
Yeah. No, that was a couple years out of high school, for me at least.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, the night is pretty much almost over. That was the last cars, right?
That was the last car. Yeah.
Okay,
Last
all
car.
right.
The night is over.
So we have time to do this then.
We have. Oh, do we have all the time in the world? We're good.
We have interviewed not everybody, but all the cool kids.
And now you're.
And you.
Now you're on the non-cool kid. All right. I just like I say, I was the first non-cool kid that he's interviewing tonight. Just want to put that out there.
We have burning important scientific questions.
Okay.
Approximately 10 of them.
Ooh.
So we'll start with a really important one. Light the boards or not light the boards?
I would say not light the boards. I haven't lit a board since probably around 2005 also. Yellow Bullet days is probably the last time I lit a board on purpose. You know, there has been a couple times where they've been lit accidentally. It wasn't my fault though.
Oh, who got angry?
I got angry. I got real angry.
Who else got angry though? Who did it happen to?
I mean, well, it was me. It
was
was me. It happened to
Oh.
me. I lit the board, and I didn't mean to though. They left
Right.
They left them on.
Bastards.
Bastards. I know.
Oh man.
It's horse shit.
All right.
Sorry.
More science. Is it ever okay for a grown man to eat a corn dog in public?
No. Well, no, absolutely not. But if you're in dire straits and you have to, then you definitely want to like have your hand in
From the
kind
side.
of in duck down.
There's a technique.
Or
There
maybe
is a
go to the
technique.
bedroom and eat it?
Or yes, exactly. Yeah. As long as you don't eat it the long way, then we're good. You know what I'm talking? Anyways, sorry, off topic.
All right. Moving on then. Who's the biggest whiner at NPK?
Biggest whiner. I mean, I don't know. I guess I would probably say Jim. And he's not really a whiner. He just protests everyone and everything.
He's not here, is he?
He's not here.
All right, we're
whatever,
good. We're
it doesn't matter.
good.
It's all good. I mean, but you asked the question. I'm gonna give you an honest answer.
Big tire, or
Jim,
small
please
tire?
don't tackle us.
It's all good. You can tackle all three of us at once, right? Yeah.
Right.
I
Well,
run fast.
you can run fast.
Yo.
See, my problem is I got like a bum knee. I got to stand here and just kind of be like, all right, well, shit, here we are.
So I only have to outrun you.
You only out me, yeah.
Oh, all
But if
right.
I trip you first,
Shady
Yeah,
but
you only have
effective.
Yeah,
to be
but what if I
faster
said-
than the slowest guy.
Yeah.
that's right. See,
You're
That-
on the camera. That'd be you.
That's right. You got the camera. You know that also. Whenever the zombie apocalypse happens, it's the same thing. Same rules apply because the zombies are going to go after the slowest person. So keep that in mind. All right. What was the next question?
Big tire or small tire?
Small tire. Big tires suck.
And define small tire for the people at home.
Oh yeah, this has been a debate for a long time.
Define it west of the Mississippi and east of the Mississippi.
That's right. You know, honestly, I'm going to define it for where I'm from in Texas,
Okay.
right? I would consider a small tire a 28-10-5.
Okay.
That is my distinguishing factor of a small tire.
All right. Pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
No.
Emphatic. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
No.
Street or track?
Street.
Okay.
Yeah, street for sure.
Will you ever do hot rod drag week?
I would love to do hot rod drag week, but I don't really have a car that right now that I feel like would be competitive. All my
either.
cars right now are more drag. You know, can't really drive them, but I think I could probably turn the yellow car back into what it was several years ago, where you could drive it.
That would be cool.
So maybe the yellow car. I'd love to do it though.
They're a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I will tell you, 1,300 miles in the yellow car would prove to be
Problematic.
Challenging.
not really, just uncomfortable. It's not the most comfortable car, but it would still be fun. I mean, I love the drag and drive stuff because, you know, it's a group of guys, you know, a group of racers, and they travel to these tracks and they're together pretty much the whole time, you know,
Yeah.
and just being able to drive that far and then see how fast they go is amazing in my mind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really is. It's cool. It's a cool idea. I like it.
We could get you out to one. There are some that are shorter drives.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say easier, but you can go to Florida in January and do one, as opposed to going to Kentucky in July and doing
Yeah.
one.
See, that's
So,
another thing that you're touching on right now is middle of summer drag and drives.
Yeah. Don't recommend them.
No, I would need AC to do that.
Yeah.
Blasphemy didn't have AC.
No, men, no.
It was hot.
Yeah, y'all are more men than I am. You're more man than I am. Apparently.
No, it sucked. I don't recommend it. We're just not real smart.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right. What is the quickest pass you've ever made in one of your cars?
Quickest pass. So are we going? So that's going to touch on the lighting the board scheme. Because if I answer this, then I'm going to be technically lighting the boards on the video.
Well, you don't have to say which car or when or where or in what configuration.
I'll just say like mile per hour. I've been low. Let's see. I've been 190 in my orange car.
In the 8th?
Yeah, 8th mile. Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Yeah.
cooking.
Yeah.
It's moving.
Yeah.
All right. What's the average cost per run for your car?
Which car?
Well, any car.
Oh, any car.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
The
low.
worst one, the most expensive.
So here's the
one.
thing. Oh, sorry. So here's the thing. I'm low budget, right? And some of these guys, they change spark plugs after every run. See, I don't do that. My silver car, for example, I went like 6 months and didn't change plugs, which is problematic.
It's refreshing.
But anyways, but to put it in cost per pass, I would just say I'm out the cost of the alcohol. So what's that, like $2 a gallon or something like that?
Well,
Yeah, whatever it is.
That's cheap.
So then I go through about
12 bucks.
three gallons maybe. You know what? And we'll go ahead and round up with the oil that goes in it too, right? So we'll just say maybe $6. $7 a pass. $6.
cheap as passing around.
I
Hey,
know,
look,
I
guys.
feel like-
Look, guys. I mean, we're low budget here. I wait till the plugs start misfiring, and I'm like, oh, it's time to pull them out.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they're not in good shape. So yeah.
Steak sauce on a ribeye?
Okay, look. Whoa. Y'all are gonna get me upset.
Texas boy, you're now.
You're
Right?
about to get
See,
me
I knew
upset.
this was coming.
If you've got to put sauce on the steak, it is not cooked correctly, right? You should never, ever have to put any type of A1 or Worcestershire sauce, whatever the hell you pronounce it, right?
No one knows how to
That stuff
pronounce
only
that.
belongs in Bloody Marys.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't cooked right. Go find someone else to cook your steak for you. First of all, if you can't cook your own steak, then we need to have another discussion about that, but we'll talk about that
Can't
later.
be friends.
Yeah. And also, is there a follow-up to how you have your steaks cooked, or can I add that question?
Medium rare. But go ahead.
Medium rare.
Oh my
Every time.
God, I knew I liked this guy. Medium rare. There's only one way to eat a steak, and that's it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is it.
And no sauce.
No sauce.
Shawn.
Wait, Murder Nova puts sauce on his steaks?
I mean, I don't want to blow up his spot, but yeah.
Well, he went into the whole French fry thing, and
He
the steak
did.
juice,
He
and the
did
French fries.
He did save it with that.
With the A1 sauce on the French fries and the steak juice. I'll go for that with French fries.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
we're
Keep
not
that-
putting
keep
we're not
that
putting
stuff off
steak
my
sauce
steak.
on the steak. No.
No, shouldn't have to do that.
No.
Yeah. So there again, there's a proper way to eat a steak. It's without sauce. Absolutely.
Amen. All right, one more.
Yeah.
You're not racing, but I feel like I should ask you this question anyway.
Yeah.
Not wasting this weekend.
Yeah.
One person on the property that you would have no problem double bulbing and have zero guilt about it.
Probably Jim.
Jim.
He's not here, is he? Nope, we're good.
okay.
We're good.
We have a love-hate relationship, so it's all good.
Perfect. I
Yeah.
loved all of these answers.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all again coming and asking me to answer them.
Well, it's
Appreciate
fun.
it.
It's fun for me. I got to be honest, because I've watched him on TV for like a dozen years.
It's been a minute.
I walked up here and I'm like, there he is. you
There's
know?
that guy.
And he said yes to us interviewing him, which
course.
is amazing. So
Yeah.
you know,
I'm definitely not above it. I have no problem. I appreciate it. Again, I'm a huge fan. I follow all his stuff that he posts online. And I'm glad you made it out here to see a little bit of what we do. Are you coming tomorrow?
no, I got family stuff. Family stuff.
Tomorrow is the best day.
No, if I could have picked one or the other,
Dude, today is just kind of a feeler thing. Tomorrow, like Saturdays, are way better for multiple reasons. One being it's all eliminations.
yeah.
Two being the people that come to the races.
supposed to be
It's
packed.
packed. It's
Yeah.
going to be packed tomorrow.
That's awesome.
Today is light. It's Friday night. It's fucking 38 degrees wherever it is right now,
Yeah.
right? and it's during the day, right?
Yeah.
It'll be packed, and the atmosphere is a lot cooler.
Yeah.
Right. So, but anyways, at least you made it out to a Friday.
Yeah.
Well,
And the flip side of that is we were able to talk to people today. Because
That is the flip side.
They were not in a hurry.
Saturday, it's pandemonium.
Yeah, I feel like if we had come tomorrow and asked about corn dogs and steaks, maybe they wouldn't have had time for that.
They probably wouldn't have time for it. They probably wouldn't have time for that. No,
Not
absolutely
so
not.
much. Not
So
much.
did anyone say yes to eating corn dogs in public?
Yeah, who was it? Was it
Well,
Lutz?
well,
I
okay.
don't want to
Lutz.
start, I don't want to start no
No,
rumors.
Yeah.
no, Lutz was a hard no.
Okay.
Sean said yes.
Great. Okay. Yeah.
Ryan was kind of, you
A
know,
little iffy.
You got a better memory than I do.
but he did make some innuendos about Sean eating a corn dog.
Who said ketchup on their steak?
That was
Was it
Phantom.
Fan?
Dude,
We can still be friends, but you
I
just
don't
can't
know.
eat at my house.
Yeah. Yeah. We just can't be seen in public together. That's okay. No big deal.
All right, we're out.
All right.
Thanks, Chris.
Appreciate it, man.
Dude,
Had fun.
appreciate
Thanks
you.
for having.
Man,
Yep.
that was cool.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so first time ever for both of us going to a no prep race.
Yeah.
This is now no prep elite. Elite, and I'm stunned.
I am
Holy
too.
crap, they're
I'm
fast.
fully impressed. I mean, I spent a lot of years working on an alcohol dragster, doing the whole NHRA thing. I've seen top fuel cars leave the line. This is impressive.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, this to watch a car carry the wheels past the 330 and in the groove the whole time, not out of control, just wild, man, wild.
Yeah, and they look like cars.
Yes.
Like
They
I
are
like
actually cars. They have a steel roof and quarters.
I like Top Fuel. I like
Yeah.
Funny Car. I like Pro Mod, but they don't look like cars that I see at car shows or in my neighborhood or anything. These do, and like
Well,
you
it's like
said,
I told
they
you before.
wheelie for 330 feet. It's bananas.
Well, it's like I said before, to me, Pro Mod is the new funny car.
yeah.
It is. They're skinnier, they're chopped, they're funky. Oh, I think we gotta go. Oh, we can go out right there. Yeah, this is impressive.
So we just watched. I don't know what you'd call it. Round
Probably
one of
first round of
round one of testing.
testing.
Yeah. So it's Friday
no-
night.
no
They're
qualifying
just
here.
testing. Sadly, we can't stay for the whole weekend. So we're just gonna stay here tonight.